What y'all got going on, man? To all the people that don't know me, man, my name is Casper. I'm a social media content creator or influencer, man. This is my free game channel. I'm gonna be on here teaching y'all about life and teaching y'all a lot about things that I wish people would have taught me when I was younger, or even things that I wish people would have told me right now. And as I learn, I'm gonna teach y'all everything I learned, because I feel like it's a lot of information that people not putting on the internet. And the whole point of me calling this my free game channel is because I want to give y'all all the game and all the tools y'all gonna need in order to be successful in life, because I feel like it's a lot of people that hold information that could change people's lives. Like, money's not getting printed every day, and like it's not enough money out here for everybody, bro. So my biggest thing with this channel is going to be like building a different type of platform for myself, but also creating a platform where I can help and uplift other people and put people in a position where they could do the same things that I'm doing, bro. Because I remember it was a time where I would wake up every day and I wanted to be who I am right now, or I wanted to do the shit that I was doing right now, and I didn't know how to get to where I'm at, bro. It's sad to say a lot of content creators is making content and showing y'all the lifestyle that they live, but they not showing y'all how they got to where they at, bro. The title of this video is titled Don't Give Up. And the reason why I'm telling y'all, if y'all watching this right now, to don't give up is because I'm a person that used to give up a lot of times, bro. Who would have known that when I very first started, bro, I was putting in a lot of work and I gave up 1,000 times, not knowing that if I would have kept going, I would have got to the position where I'm at a lot quicker. So to the people that don't know how old I am, I'm 23, bro. I got into content creation probably around like the end of me being 21, and I started goddamn getting a little bit of traction at the time that I was 22. But it's crazy to say that I could have been doing the same thing that I was doing now and living my dream lifestyle and living my dream at a younger age if I would have just realized it's no limits to what you can do, and it's no age cap. You don't need to put a certain age on when you can do this shit or when you can have this shit. If you could envision that shit for yourself, if you can see it for yourself, it's possible, bro. Go chase it. So back to the don't give up portion. Man, I would give up 1,000 times not knowing that next step I might take might be the step to change my life, bro. And I think that's what a lot of y'all are not realizing. Like, I was going to work every day, stacking my bread up, and I remember when I had very first quit my job and I started wanting to be a content creator and get into content creation. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I didn't know how I was gonna make money, but it was so many people doing this shit, and it was a lifestyle I seen for myself, and I took a leap of faith and jumped out there. And I feel like any person that sees something for themselves, if you want that shit, take that leap of faith and jump out there too, because you don't know what's gonna happen until you get out there. I could remember when, I'm gonna just give y'all a couple stories, bro. I started off and I very first got into content creation. I probably had like saved up probably like a decent amount of money for my job, put it like that, bro. Enough amount of money for me to try to like do content. And I remember I had went and bought this apartment, bro. I was living in an apartment. I wasn't making no money, but I had enough money to be able to afford the apartment at the time. So I bought me a little penthouse, bro, and I very first started doing my YouTube videos. I remember I bought my ZL1 and I was driving the car, and I ain't have no plans or no type of idea of how this shit was gonna turn into what it is right now, but I just took a leap of faith, bro. I sat in that apartment, bro, and for months, bro, I sat on my couch every day thinking of how I was gonna make enough money to pay my bills and pay the note I had on that car, and I didn't know what I was gonna do, bro, but I kept going. I kept going. If I would have gave up, to think that if I would have gave up, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I wouldn't be talking to y'all. I wouldn't be able to show y'all none of the stuff I'm showing y'all. And to think that if I would have gave up, bro, I might be right back at the job I was working that I was tired of being at, right back in a fast food spot, or right back working a 9 to 5, bro. And man, it's crazy to say, like, when you really focus and you lock in and maximize your potential and you just understand that anything is possible, bro, just keep going, bro. And whatever you want for yourself, bro, it might not happen overnight, but trust the process, bro, and things will start working out in your favor. I was waking up every day, I was making videos. Some videos would blow up, some wouldn't. And I wasn't making no money off of social media content, but it's crazy to say that I had got to a breaking point. I can remember I was sitting in that penthouse, looking outside. I had my nice view and all this different shit. I had my car downstairs, and from the outside, everybody thought shit was good, but man, I was going broke in that crib, bro, and I didn't know how this shit was gonna work out. And man, I tell y'all folks all the time, bro, do what you wanna do. You get what I'm saying? You only got one life to live, so live it to the fullest and don't live life with no regrets, bro. And also, make sure you make smart decisions, bro. Like, I could say the decisions I made, if I would have known that you didn't have to show your life. Like, I didn't have to have that car in that crib to blow up, bro. I didn't blow up off of having a penthouse and having a ZL1. I blew up off of making motivational speeches and just talking to people on the internet and showing people that a person that's in a position can do anything. And that's what blew me up, bro. Just being genuine and making genuine content, bro. You don't gotta have all these fancy cars and shit, bro. You can make content and you can have nothing right now, bro, and you could literally change your whole life just from making videos, bro. Just be confident in yourself and do this shit every day and make this shit a job for yourself. And if you do that shit the right way, bro, eventually shit gonna work out in your favor. I'm telling you, like, man, I had no type of plan. I had no sense of direction. I ain't have no coach. I ain't have no mentor. I ain't have nobody telling me nothing. And I woke up every day and I just did this shit. And I knew that, like, I seen something for myself, and I couldn't let nobody tell me nothing.
Fam, you need to be going ghost. You need to disappear. You need to work hard. You need to come back, and then you need to shock everybody. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we got to put the attention on ourselves, because we the only ones that could change our life. This is why I speak about this topic so much, is because we are the only ones that can truly change our lives. I give credit to God. I give credit to our loved ones. I give credit to those that pray for us, that want to see us do well. I give credit to those that may give us opportunities. I give credit to those that push us to be great, right? But at the end of the day, we're the ones that have to put the work in. Even God knows that. That's why he said faith without works is dead, because I still need you to do your part. I'm going to do my part, right? But God needs you to do your part. And at the end of the day, man, are we doing our part? We got to be honest about that. A lot of the times I don't think so. I think it's very easy to get distracted. I think it's very easy to party every weekend. I think it's very easy to not do the things that you need to do because there's comfort in that, because we're used to that. But at the end of the day, the truth is we are the ones that have to get up and figure out what we want to do with our lives. And it's not about draining ourselves into exhaustion. It's not about working hard until exhaustion. It's not always about that, bro. Sometimes there will be seasons for that. But the truth is, it's just about figuring out what you want to do and creating a game plan to go out here and get it done. That's really what it's about. Instead of keeping your ideas in your mind, it's time for you to bring your ideas out into the reality that we're living in and create actionable steps. I believe the thing that separates me versus a whole bunch of different people is because one thing about me is I'm going to execute. I don't really talk about it. I am about it. I am actionable, and I'm going to actually make it happen because that's the type of man that I am. If I sit here and just think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it, like most people, it may never actually get done. And I don't want to live a life like that. I want to live a life where I can show my results. I want to live a life that shows that I am enjoying the journey, that I'm in the process, and that I'm doing the things that I actually need to do to get the results that I want in my life. And a whole bunch of stuff was just said just now, and I hope that y'all taking notes, and I hope that y'all picking up on it. But the truth is, we cannot just keep ideas in our head. We have to actually execute it. So I'll let you know, I wrote this video topic down. I put it on my phone. But the one thing that I'm like, okay, I have to do is I got to turn the camera on. I got to put the microphone on, and I have to execute this video instead of it just staying on my phone. Because one thing God is going to do is God is going to give you ideas that you can do. But the truth is, if you don't accomplish those ideas, he'll give those ideas to somebody else. And it's not about competition. It ain't about hate or jealousy or anything like that. Just know that somebody else might have your idea and they might execute it, and they might have not done a good job as you could have done, but you never got started. You never did it. You never just jumped in and said, I'm going to figure it out. You were always trying to make it perfect. You were always procrastinating, and we have to stop doing that. And in order to really focus on us and us changing our lives, we have to go ghost, because we don't need no more distractions. How distracted are we going to be? It's 2025 right now, currently, while I'm making this video, and we have so much distractions. We got so much social media, that's distracting people from being the best versions of themselves. And the truth is, social media is not truly the problem. It's our algorithm.
Different, bro. My grandparents didn't even picture this shit working out. Like, when I very first quit my job, bro, and I told them I wanted to be a content creator, bro, folks looked at me dumb as hell because they never seen nobody making money off the internet, so they didn't understand that shit. And sometimes people not gonna understand your vision, but that's why you gotta have faith in yourself, bro. People might try to talk you out of what you doing and shit, and if you let people talk you out of what you doing, bro, man, people might fuck up your destiny. So really, just like, if you see something for yourself, chase that shit, bro. Do that shit for yourself, and don't live life for nobody else, bro, because when you leave this earth, bro, the only person you should have been living for is you. So remember that. Man, I was dead ass quitting my job, sitting on that couch every day trying to think of how I was gonna make the bread, bro. The bread was not coming in, and I was just making content every day. And I remember I had got to a point to where the bills was getting to the point to where that was kind of like piling up. I ain't had the money to pay for shit, bro, and I sat on that couch, bro, and I made a video called 30 minutes of free game or something like that, bro. 20 minutes of free game. And I remember when I had posted that video, bro, this is why I tell a lot of people don't give up. When I posted that video at the time, man, I was posting videos driving my car, going shopping, spending hella bread and shit, just doing a bunch of dumb shit, bro. And I was trying to blow up off of the lifestyle I was living, but who would have known that this video of me being at my lowest point, this video of me just being like vulnerable, really telling folks what I got going on for real. And you get what I'm saying? I ain't telling you that this what you gotta do. You ain't gotta get on the internet and be vulnerable. But what I'm trying to tell you is when I reached my lowest point and was ready to give up, bro, I kept making content regardless of how I felt and regardless of what I had going on. And it's the same piece of content that ended up changing my life. My biggest video to this day is that free game video, bro. And man, I was sitting on that couch, bro. I had no haircut. I was dusty. Car was barely paid for. And I just told people what I really had going on. And I told people, like, life is not what it seems, bro. From the outside, you might have all this good shit going on, but people still have problems every day, bro. And I tell people, regardless of what your problems are, bro, just keep moving. Like, you didn't go through all the shit that you went through. You didn't fucking go through all them obstacles just to give up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the reward, bro. You gotta keep chasing what's at the end of the goddamn rainbow or whatever you goddamn you looking for. Like, keep going towards that goal, bro, and don't let nobody tell you nothing different. So I kept making them videos. I kept making my videos, bro. I told y'all the bills was piling up. I remember, man, that free game video flopped, bro. That 20 minutes of free game video probably did like 2K views, but for some reason, something in my brain told me don't delete the shit. And that's the reason why I tell y'all folks, don't be scared to put content out there. Don't be scared to post that video. That idea that you holding in the back of your head, twin, it might be an idea that might change your life, bro. That thing that you've been wanting to do, bro, whether you want to be a NASCAR driver, bro, you want to make music, whatever idea you got in your head, whatever you see for yourself, do that shit. Because the one thing that holds people back, bro, and I heard this shit from a person with millions of dollars, bro. The hardest thing to do is starting, nigga. And a lot of people will stop you from starting something, bro. Do what you want to do, bro. Start that shit and don't procrastinate, bro. Once you start it, bro, just stay in that shit. Keep going at it, bro. And whatever you want to be is possible for yourself. You go to the studio every day and you rap, bro. Eventually, bro, it might be a producer that walk in the studio, bro. It might be Zaytoven, or it might be fucking Gucci Man, or maybe you making music every day and you post a song yourself and it goes viral on social media or whatever the case may be. But you putting in that grind and that work every day, bro, eventually you're going to set yourself up to be in a position where you get your time to shine, bro. All you got to do is keep working, keep grinding, and don't give up, bro. And eventually you gonna get your chance, bro, because when you going hard and you keep on going at something, bro, eventually, bro, I promise you, whatever you believe in,
it's what we watch and it's what we pay attention to. But at the end of the day, sometimes we do have to go on a cleanse. We do have to go on a detox so we can find ourselves again. So why don't you think you have to do that with people in real life as well? I'm not saying to not have friends. I'm not saying you can't have connections. I'm not saying you can't check up on your loved ones. I'm not saying you can't check up on your friends to see how they're doing. I'm saying, when is the last time you checked up on you? When is the last time you paid attention to you? When is the last time you had a conversation with yourself? Asking yourself, yeah, where we at right now? And do I like where we're at right now? What we doing in our life right now? And do I like what we're doing? Are we as locked in as we could be? Are we doing the things that we really need to do? Or are we just talking? Are we being about the action, or are we just talking? And you have to be honest about that. You have to admit if you've been focused on yourself or not. There's so much power in this. There's power in going ghost. There's power in locking in. There's power in it. And the truth is, you're not going to see the power. You're not going to see the changes if you are not actually focused on you. For once in your life, I need you to just focus on you. And like I said, I talk about this so much because we don't see enough people talking about this, bro. Let's be honest about this, bro. Enough people are not talking about it. A lot of people just want your time. A lot of people want your attention. A lot of people want your energy. And they will never care if your life actually gets better. They will never care if you actually make more money. They will never care if you're more successful or not. They will never care if you got a strong relationship with God or not, because they're focused on themselves. And one thing I learned about people is they will go to the ends of the earth for themselves and for their own life. A lot of people are not about sacrificing. A lot of people are not about putting in the work. A lot of people are not about teamwork. A lot of people are not purpose driven. And a lot of people do not want to see us win. A lot of people just want to use us for what they could use us for to further their own agenda. Well, I have an agenda, and it's also God's agenda. And every single day, I'm going to wake up and do the things that I know I need to do. One of those things is posting a YouTube video each and every single day. How do I know that that was part of my purpose? I ask God, what am I supposed to be doing on this earth? You sent me here. Now give me a task to do. Simple like that. Why haven't you asked God that? Why aren't you talking to him about purpose? Why aren't you talking to him about what you're supposed to do? I know why. Because you are not spending enough time with yourself. When you spend more time with yourself, you spend more time with him, because the kingdom of heaven dwells within you, because God dwells within you, because God is within you. And these things are in scripture, bro. I'm not just saying it to say it. When you spend more time with yourself, you easily spend more time with God. Sometimes in order to further our relationship with God, we do have to isolate ourselves from the world. Hold on, I got a phone call from a friend. I got to tell him I'm in the middle of recording. Yeah, I'm making a video right now, bro. I'm flowing right now. Distractions, and I love my friend, and he can call, and I appreciate that. But purpose, man, purpose comes first, and that's what I'm talking about. Now, am I interested and am I eager to know why my friend just called? Yes, I hope everything's doing well. I told him I'm in the middle of a video right now. It's very important, and please text me, and I hope all is well. And so when you do things like that, you have to understand you're putting your purpose first. You're putting God first. You're putting your mission first. If you don't know your purpose, I think it's because you haven't really spent time with yourself. If you don't know your purpose, I think it's because you haven't really spent time with yourself.
Higher power, God, whatever it is, bro, they are going to set you up to be in the right spot at the right time, and you're gonna change your life, bro. I was making that video on my fucking couch, bro. It flopped that month, bro. I stayed down though, bro. I could have went back to my mom and Duke's crib. I could have sold the car. I could have did all types of different shit, bro. I had waited, bro, and that very next month, I remember I woke up one day, I was stuck at 8K subs on my main channel, bro, and I was like, damn, like, I had been posting every day. I've been consistent as hell. I'm like, why the f can I crack the algorithm? And this is why I tell you, don't give up. Imagine if I would have gave up and I never posted that video that I posted. Imagine if I would have gave up and said, damn, bro, this shit not working. This shit not meant for me, bro. And I would have stopped posting content, bro. I posted that video that flopped, and that very next month, I was stuck at 8K subs for the longest. I woke up and then, bro, I had like 10K subs. I had gained 2K subs out of nowhere. I'm like, what the f? I go look at the post, bro. I kid you not. I couldn't figure out where the followers is coming from. I get to scrolling through my other videos and shit, bro. That video that had flopped, that free game video that had been stuck at 2K views for a month, randomly hit 10K views, randomly hit 15K views, randomly hit 20K views, and I was gaining subs out the ass, bro. And it's crazy to say that shit really broke my face on the internet. People start clipping that video, and I started gaining followers across all different platforms, bro. And I didn't blow up for having a fucking nice crib or having a nice car, bro. I blew up for talking some real shit, being dusty as fuck on my couch. So what I want y'all supposed to understand is, bro, you ain't gotta have all this different shit that you think you gotta have, bro. Just be genuine, be yourself, bro. Be original, bro, and somebody will see you and you'll reach your target audience, bro, and whatever you want for yourself could happen, bro. And all I can say is, bro, I remember I was almost finna give up, bro, and that shit finally started working out, bro. I was making enough money to pay my bills, bro. I was able to keep living in that crib, bro, and I was posting YouTube videos like a month. It was going crazy. And then I remember right before I'm where I'm at now, bro, I since then I got a better crib. I got 2 cars now, bro. I remember it had got to the point to where life had hit a low point again, bro. Like, shit's not always gonna be easy, bro. And even when shit's not easy, bro, you didn't get to where you at to just give up. You get what I'm saying? I just told y'all I went from working a fucking job at Zaxby's and shit and flipping chicken tenders and working at a barbecue spot. So, nigga, when I had got to the point of having a ZL1 and having that crib, why would I give that shit up to go back to where I came from? Keep going hard and make that shit work. You get what I'm saying? And I made that shit work. I got a new crib. I got 2 cars. And I ended up getting to a point to where I was stressed out again, bro, because I had a lot of stuff that I had to take care of at the time, bro. Like, I was finally in a position where I could take care of my family, and I was finally in a position where I could take care of people other than just myself, and I took on a lot of responsibility, bro. What I could tell y'all folks is, bro, don't take care of nobody until you can take care of yourself, because people will act like you owe them, and you don't owe nothing to nobody but yourself. You get what I'm saying? So if your family f with you for real, they not gonna make you do nothing unless you capable of doing it. You get what I'm saying? So don't go broke behind trying to support people if you can't support yourself. I took on the responsibility of trying to take care of my family early on before I hit $1 million, and that's where I kind of set myself up to be in a hole, because I hadn't even put myself on. How the fuck I'm gonna put other people on? But long story short, it's cool because it ended up working out. I was paying other people's bills, doing a lot of different shit, bro. Still had my crib and my 2 cars, bro. And I remember I had hit a low point again.
It's important for you to spend time with yourself. It's important for you to lock in. It's important for you to do the things that you need to do in order to take your life to the next level. These things are important. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people aren't focused on that. A lot of people think that it's games, just playing around. And it's like, nah, I'm on my God-given purpose. And I want y'all to be on your purpose too, because when you on your purpose, you understand what it really takes in order for you to change your life around. And that's the next part of this video, changing your life around. Doing the things that you know you need to do, which is going to the gym, drinking your water, taking 10K steps a day, reading books. My book is out right now on Amazon, The Purposeful Man Playbook. The Purposeful Man Playbook, all right, out now on Amazon. That's my book. A lot of y'all got it. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to read it. But, I want y'all to read any type of book, man, for real. Just get your mind flowing. A lot of us, we don't read no more. We're not as focused as we could be. We're not doing the things that's going to further our lives. And I know that we could do better than this, bro. I know that we could do better than this, man. So, again, I'm trying to bring reading back for real. But I just want us to be the best versions of ourselves. And it may be easy to say that, but it's definitely harder to do. It's not easy to be the best version of yourself. It's not easy to hang up on your friend and say, hey, bro, I'm filming a video right now. Text me. And if they don't text you, then was it really important? Or is it going to get you off, is it going to get you off your purpose? That's something too. I'm just keeping it real. I need you to lock in, man. I need you to focus, man. I need you to know exactly the things that you want to do in your life. I need you to know it. I need you to know it. And in order for you to know it, you have to spend time with yourself, for real. In order for you to get instruction from God to know what you need to do with your life, you have to spend time alone where you can truly hear his voice. And a lot of the times we have a lot of clutter in our life, and we have so much clutter in our life, we're not focused. And because we have so much clutter, we are so distracted, and we're not focused on the things that truly matters. And I promise you, life is more simple than we make it out to be. Life is way more simple than we make it out to be. I just need us to focus more. I need us to lock in more. And I need us to focus on the things that matters in our lives. So again, go ghost and then come back and shock everybody. That's true. That is true. And you will shock everyone, because people are going to start realizing, oh, he's really locked in. Oh, he said he was going to do that and he did it. Oh, he's not just talking about it, he's doing it. And I think what separates winners from losers are the people who can execute and the people who just talk about executing. I said what separates winners from losers, right? Taking W's versus taking L's is people who, listen to what I'm saying, people who can execute.
Man, the ZL1 fuck around and get crashed, bro. I was like, damn, bro. That was the car that was making a lot of money for me with content at the time. It was my everyday car, shit like that. And at this point, I ain't got nothing left but the crib. I was ready to give up again, bro, because it's like, shit, I'm in a hole now, bro. I'm having to pay for the car. I'm having to pay for my crib. I'm still taking care of my family and their bills and shit. And then I remember, I was like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just do what I did the first time, lock in and keep going. When I had crashed the ZL1, it was December last year, bro. I just kept posting, I stayed locked in, bro. During Vlogmas, I was telling myself, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because my car is my only way of getting around. That's how I make my vlogs. How the hell am I gonna do Vlogmas? How am I gonna do 30 days straight of posting and keeping people entertained if I ain't got nothing to show people? But then I had to think about it. You blew up without the car and without the crib. So what the fuck do you need the car and the crib for? You blew up without it, nigga, keep going. I kept on going, bro, and I kid you not, bro. That month, I did 30 days straight of posting, and I had gained like 50,000 subs, bro. I had gained like 100K followers on Instagram, bro. My TikTok started blowing up. People was clipping my videos like crazy, bro. And I remember I was able to afford to buy another car. I went and bought my vet, bro. I kept pushing. I just kept going, bro. And things just kept working out for me. And what I can say is, bro, you're going to hit low points all the time, but life is kind of like a roller coaster, bro. When you reach them lowest points and you hit the bottom, it's nowhere to go but up, my nigga. And I think that's what a lot of people fail to realize, gang. When you reach a point to where you ain't got nowhere to go, you think it's no opportunity for you, or it's nothing left. There's no reason to keep going. You keep going. You want to know why? Because when you at the bottom, gang, the only thing you can see is the top, bro. And I think the thing you should do is, bro, not get stuck where you at, not get stuck and get stuck looking at the problem, but think about the possibilities of what would happen if you keep going, bro. I keep going every time shit get hard, and I promise you, bro, eventually, bro, I end up finding something that gives me a purpose, or I end up finding something that gives me motivation, bro, and I lock back in and I see why I was doing what the fuck I was doing, bro. And like I said, bro, I'm where I'm at right now. I'm to a point to where I feel like I've learned a lot. I've been through a lot, and I want to share that shit with the world, and I want to teach a lot of people about what the I be going through, and I want to teach people how to get through what they going through. And the one thing I want to tell y'all folks is, bro, giving up is not an option, bro. Every day that you wake up, bro, you got some type of purpose. And the reason I say that shit is because every day that you wake up and you breathing, it's a day that's worth living, because it's somebody that didn't get a chance to have the same opportunity as you. And the one thing I want to point out to y'all is, bro, when you wake up, you got an opportunity to try again and do things completely different from the day that you did this shit before. You get what I'm saying? So, like, man, I can remember when I used to go through certain situations, I would feel like life is over. I crashed plenty of cars, bro. Some was my fault, some wasn't, bro. And what I could say is, right, every time that shit...
Versus people who just talk about executing. And it's okay if you talk about execution, but just make sure that you actually execute it. Because a lot of the times we talk about something, and because we keep talking about it, we're not actually making the changes that we need in order to make it happen into reality. So you keep talking to your friends about what you're going to do. That gives you the dopamine hit like you already did it, but you didn't do it yet. You need to actually get the real dopamine hit by going out in this real world and doing it. And a lot of people, they talk all day about what they're going to do, or they think all day about what they're going to do instead of actually doing it. I'm so busy in real life. I'm really making videos every day. I'm really locked in. I'm really focused on my goals and dreams. I'm really spending time with my wife or going on walks. I live in real life, and I do my best to live in real life. And through me living in real life, I'm able to create content in the online world. But I'm really focused on me, and I'm focused on my life, and I'm focused on God, and I'm focused on my family. And it's really just that simple. You have to simplify your life and ask yourself, what am I really going to focus on? Are these things important? It might be important today, but is it important tomorrow? Am I really going to execute on the things that matter, or am I just going to sit on this idea? And I think a lot of times we sit on ideas so much, man, and we focus so much on ideas, and we don't actually focus on changing our life. We don't actually focus on making sure that we can be better than who we were yesterday. We don't actually focus on these things. And I think that that's a problem. I know that that's a problem. I know it. I know it. Hey, you know, everybody's going to want something from you. Everybody. I just want my family to take care of it.
Happened, I would feel like it was the end of the world, but when I crashed that ZL1, for some reason I didn't feel the same that time, bro. When that car had got crashed, I was like, damn, bro, usually shit feels like it's over, bro. It did not feel like it was over that time. I still felt like, okay, it's a reason for me to keep pushing. It's a reason for me to keep going. I did this shit once, I could do it again. And what I could tell y'all folks is I kept on going, I kept on staying focused, and it's crazy to say, bro. Me staying focused, me staying determined, and me keeping going forward, bro, it's the reason why I'm where I'm at now. It's the reason why I'm talking to y'all, and it's the reason why I have everything that I have now, bro, and it's the reason why I stay focused and I keep going. And I just want to tell people that if you thinking about giving up, bro, that shit is not worth it, bro. That shit is not an option. If don't nobody support you, I support you. I'm making these videos because I want to create a community where it's people that, if they ain't got nobody to believe in them, they got me to believe in them. You get what I'm saying? And I hope I got people that believe in me too, bro, because it's the whole point of me doing this shit, bro. I want to be able to inspire and motivate people and show people this shit is possible. I'm a young nigga that come from Atlanta, bro, that didn't have everything, and I still don't got everything, but I'm gonna make this shit work. I'm gonna make this shit happen, and I'm gonna show people that, shit, bro, you could be anybody, anywhere, and come from any circumstances, bro, and it don't matter who you are. Don't let where you come from determine where you going. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the West End. I was born in a little ass part of Atlanta, bro. I could say that a lot of people that come from the South Side and come from the side that I come from didn't end up doing too much of anything, bro. And it's some people that did, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna write my own story, and I'm not gonna let where I grew up around or who I grew up around determine where I'm gonna end up going in life. So y'all don't let where you come from determine what the f you gonna end up being, bro. And it's that simple. All I wanna tell y'all folks is though, bro, I love y'all. I'm gonna continue making these videos, bro. I'm gonna continue being consistent on this channel. Y'all could expect to see a couple videos on this channel at least once a week, if not a couple videos a week, man. But I'm gonna at least try to make one video a week. And all I can say is, bro, if I'm not teaching y'all about money, I'm teaching y'all about life. I'm giving y'all motivation. I'm teaching y'all about friends. And I'm gonna take y'all everywhere I go and teach y'all everything I know, because I feel like if can't nobody do something for the world, some little light-skinned nigga from Atlanta.
So, y'all my family, man. Y'all my purpose-driven family, for real. I just want y'all to take care of yourselves, because everybody's gonna need something from us. Everybody's gonna want something from us. When's the last time you checked in with you to see how you doing? A lot of us, we operating on E, on empty. We need to operate on F. We need to operate on full. Make sure your gas tank is full before you drive anybody else around. And if they're not contributing to the gas, then you probably got to drop them off. Drop them off right where they stand. You got to keep it real, man. You got to appreciate those around you. You got to focus, bro, on life, on the things that really matter. And in order to do that, man, sometimes you got to go ghost. So I'm going to say it one more time. I got it right here in my notes. You need to do what? You need to go ghost. You need to focus on you. You need to come back. You need to shock everyone. We're not just talking about it anymore. We're doing it. We're executing.